welcome to the video game. I'm the man playing the video game. We're gonna Carnby it up, mother truckers. Standard combat, old school guidance. Let's ruin myself. I will turn the game down. You ever been to a swamp, boy?
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, Detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Harwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
I'm gonna Carnby it up.
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray
Which one
in his
gets the grenade launcher?
psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
I dare say, Mr. Carnby.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby.
There sure
I
have
wanna
been
make sure he's
stranger
alright.
things out there.
And what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Sub-Zero. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Alright. Let's do a poll. Alright, I have to help unload groceries, so I will be back when this poll is done. Vote now. Hello, I am back. Who won? Was it Carnby? Or was it Narnby? I was not expecting people to come back from a Costco run. Right as I started streaming. Hello? Can someone please tell me who won? Do I gotta turn the gain up on my mic again? Shit's weird. Carnby. Alright.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
Chapter 1. The Curious Case of Alone in the Dark. Oh yeah, getting that shader compilation stutter, baby. Now we're playing a modern video game. Hey Carnby, you got a light?
It's too dark in here. I can't see anything.
Yeah, and now I'm alone.
I need the key.
Now I'm alone in this darkness. What's the deal with that? Is this going to be one of those things where picking the old school no hints mode is going to be a bad time? Oh.
Now what do we got here?
Flashlight. I don't think they had these sorts of flashlights in the 1920s. That's my new stance. Make me hold a flashlight with one hand, you cowards. Leon did it.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
I dare say, Mr. Carnby. Playing cards. My worst enemy.
Whoa. That's one big treat if it was in a conservatory. Huh? What?
Edward Carnby. I just like saying Carnby. It's a fun name. Drink. Hey there, my name is Eddie C. I'm here to investigate the darkness. You see.
Don't mind if I do.
Of course he's powered by liquor. Family Bible.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth, or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte,
Go on.
I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me
Can you tell
it's
me
all
anything
connected.
about
She says
gris-gris?
the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around. That the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Mother of 1,000 young?
Sacred sand.
The black goat of the woods?
Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, $0.25. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madame. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
Can't believe Shub-Niggurath is already the mother of 1,000 young, the black goat of the woods.
It is I.
Oh no, it's Shub-Niggurath, the black goat of the woods, the mother of 1,000 young.
Oh no, I'm Dagon. You've heard of me, I think.
Oh, sorry, you're not until Alone in the Dark too.
Oh, I'll see myself out.
But yeah, sorry.
Hey, Brayden, this is a video game.
Yeah, this is a video game that has received review scores all over the place.
Nice. Best kind of game.
Some of the sickos I know who play horror games as a profession. Rat poison.
This is Carnby.
Yeah.
What was
Hey, what's
that?
up?
How's his kick?
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I got this.
It's the only thing I like about those old Resident Evil, not Resident Evil, but Alone in the Dark games is that. Oh no, Eleanor had the kick. Did he have a punch? I can't remember.
You have both.
Oh. Eleanor had this great, or whatever her name was. Eleanor Rigby? Had this great kick where it was like the Looney Tunes pose. It was very good. Did they just make him look like David Harbour?
Yeah, because he's David Harbour.
I haven't even seen his face. I'm just looking at his build and, like, hair color. Yep, okay.
No, it's literally David Harbour.
Oh.
It's not they scanned the man's face.
Okay.
I need the key.
Good for him. He's getting it.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
This man, you know what? He's done enough work to deserve phoning it in for a video game.
Yeah.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all.
But what if this
While
was
the
Troy
sabotage
Baker
has caused a
instead?
leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
The thing is, I bet Troy Baker probably costs more than
David Harbour?
Than David Harbour.
Maybe.
Or Troy Baker. You want to get Troy Baker when you need to do full mocap, and there's no fucking way they had Harbour doing, like, full cutscene mocap stuff.
Do you think this is like you think this is like the Coveney in that game where it's like they got him in a booth for like they got him in a closet for like an hour?
Oh,
just
13
or the X-Files game. Well, actually he was a little bit more. He sounded like Mulder in that one.
Yeah, it might be Yuri Lowenthal. When in doubt, it's Yuri Lowenthal. Oh, I don't have a map yet. I don't have a map of DeSato Mansion.
Did you have a choice of your character?
Yes. You can be Carnby or Emily Hartwood, who is played by Jodie Comer.
Jodie Comer.
She is in things.
Oh, she was in Killing Eve.
Yes. That's the thing I know she was in.
Which apparently had a 4th season?
I'm to understand it wasn't very good.
Yeah, the ending of season 3 is very good. So even if the season isn't, so I stopped there. Also, it's one of those stories that like it gets hard to keep going because it is a story about like deeply shitty and unlikable people. But it's also a drama and not a comedy. So
now we got this.
Hey.
Piazza key. Locked medicine box. Alright.
Are you in Italy?
No, I'm in the south.
The key.
Oh, that's a lot worse than Italy.
We're in, I believe this is Louisiana.
Oh.
The Louisiana Bayou.
My paternal grandmother was a Louisiana girl.
There's also, there's already been reference to, voodoo. So...
Hoodoo.
Do you know anything about
voodoo?
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
We're all ghosts.
Where's your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that heartwood glue, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
The soundtrack.
Oh, I know you from somewhere.
Who's your man again, Miss Hotwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
He was consumed.
He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam. All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Teruel. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep.
Sepulchre. Sepulchre?
Yeah. That battered boiler in the basement would lead me to the cemetery. Or how the old upstairs clock with its astronomical motifs would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbour. These are my memories, my past.
Tim Curry, everyone. Give him a hand.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, well. I bet this will be useful. I've played a video game.
Oh, I love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
For Gondor.
The white
That's
tree.
What this is,
Hey,
right?
you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
It's not a great scan of his face.
I think it might also just be the quality of this.
Kill the guy, throw some of this stuff out.
Face cap might not be amazing.
Junk lying around.
They're also shooting from below his face a lot more often, which I don't feel like helps him. We don't get it at head level as much. I feel like we get that more with her.
My, it is a horrifying painting.
Oh, wow.
The angles, they vex me.
I've played Luigi's Mansion.
Save this one.
I know. That's... He's trapped in the painting.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a Dorian Gray sitch.
Help me! Help me!
Brad Pitt, get out of here.
Oh. Sorry, I just had flashbacks to the war.
I want to go see Dr. Gray.
No, they could not afford a third listed actor.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Wait, it is Dorian Gray?
Wait, the guy is named Dr. Gray.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, God.
That's not a subtitle.
Miss Hartwood. Emily?
You know, I think Alone in the Dark, I think of weird, like, zombie men, and I think of, like, strange, like, figures made of lights that kill you if you get close.
Yeah.
I think of weird shit.
I think about that Native American painting that just kills you.
This is just...
Where am I?
I shouldn't. I'm being harsh, but...
This is...
I'm being rude.
I mean, the question at some point becomes... Okay, we're in a nightmare realm. I see how this is.
Everything's covered in rust.
Yeah.
This guy has a big sword, and he's hot.
Yeah, and for some reason everyone wants to fuck him. I don't know.
Hi.
Hi, Justin.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your favorite David Harbour role?
Who's David Harbour?
Harbour Balls.
These sure just look like the Moldmen from Resident Evil 7.
Don't worry about it.
I was thinking of the plant people from RE2.
They're not spindly enough.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're more mold.
I love that his equivalent healing item is literally just to take a swig from the hip flask.
Yeah. He's not actually healing, he's just ignoring the pain because he's a man.
Yeah.
Is this a remake of the first game?
I would say it's a reboot. You saw me play Alone in the Dark, and that game... that game does not actually have very much...
can't go that way.
Yeah,
going on.
Here's a mansion.
Here are a bunch of disconnected, like, vaguely spooky things. By the way, look at all these polygons.
What the hell is
you sick, Justin?
Yes.
going on?
I just wanted to pop in here and see how this was going.
I'd be curious to see more combat, but I know Alone in the Dark is not a big combat game.
I bet it'll be good.
Those reviews said there's combat in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you? Yeah, take that.
Farther away.
Hopefully you can't hear my sniffles now.
Pipe.
Hey.
Oh yeah, shitty melee combat.
Oh, that looks rough.
Oh, it's like... And now the pipe's broken? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's just bloodied.
There's a ponderous swing.
Okay, there are bricks.
Video game confirmed.
My map is of no use here. I'm in the other world. The Quiet Mound.
My favorite Square Enix adventure game.
I need the key.
Yes. Mom's dead parkour. Alright, +1 pipe. +1 hatchet. Alright, so it's doing an Evil Within thing where melee weapons are disposable, huh?
Sure.
Alright, there's something over there. Time for me to very, okay. He does speed up. He does, in fact, jog at a pace. Can I climb up here? No. Oh, that's a guy. Would I say that's come over here. I have something for you. That's right.
What is this character you're doing?
It's me. Arbitrary Cajun.
I was gonna say you're slowly turning into Morgan Freeman.
No, I'm Morgan Freeman is totally different than Arbitrary Cajun. I dare say. The melee combat doesn't look particularly good.
Yes, that is the Swiss.
Yeah, take that.
I get that wrong every fucking time I mention. It's Austrian, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is where I came from.
You can tell by the bodies.
Don't worry about it. I'm just clearing out the enemies. I want to be clear here. I did not pay full price for this game. I'm a sicko. But I'm a thrifty sicko. And this game has the misfortune... It's very funny that after delaying this game, like, 3 times so that it would not be competing with a bunch of games in a crowded season, they still ended up putting it out the same week as Rise of the Ronin and Dragon's Dogma.
No, is Dragon's Dogma 2 out?
It's out on Friday.
They're not the good kind.
Is this your store?
The honor is here. We both strangers in Jeremy's story.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think
I've played Shadow Man. I understand.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find it.
Legally distinct.
Oh, yeah?
Dark Man.
How much you paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, compare?
No, not if I can help it.
That guy is huge.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Oh, I love preserved reptile. And Batiste's keys. I'll say I will give this game this immediately. I like the vibes.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Hey, I'm gonna go grab some beignets while I'm out. Do you want anything? Do you want some, you need a po' boy or something? I know this isn't New Orleans, but I bet there's something good.
Probably a poor boy, maybe, you know?
Yeah. I've never had a po' boy.
Have you had a sandwich?
Yeah.
You've had a po' boy.
Okay. Beignets are good, though. Oh, that's a thing.
Sure, every New Orleans resident hates me for saying that, but we have a really great restaurant.
Oh, I bet being living in New Orleans, it must fucking suck every single Mardi Gras.
Oh, probably, but you know, you live in New Orleans, it's just part of the deal.
In the same way that, like,
living in Austin during South by Southwest,
living in Salem,
in Austin,
Massachusetts
period.
during Halloween.
Living. Yeah. So you used to do the Rooster Teeth convention, right? So I guess you could. This is bad all the time, yeah.
I have to understand Austin is the nice part of the Tri-City area, the Texas Triangle.
My weapon broke.
Oh no!
It's pretty crowded. So how is this combat?
It snaps to their head and I shoot them.
So, bad or good?
Not enough information. Please return later. Call me... Oh, it's another one. Like... I don't get the impression that I can really, run past these things. Not in the way I want.
Not a true survival.
Alright, we're supposed to... Yeah! I'm chucking bricks. It is super hot. That's Texas. That is living in Texas. And then sometimes it gets a blizzard. Yeah. Burn. Burn. Ha ha ha.
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman.
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
Okay.
A clue, I love those.
I think it's meant for the talisman.
It's good I have one of those. Oh, yeah, dude.
I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
I see. I see. All right, so the 2's right here.
It's like The Room, but worse.
I mean, isn't The Room just like Resident Evil?
It's like the good parts of Resident Evil, but more of them.
All right, let's look at Jeremy's. All right. 853 is what. There we go.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
It's a painting.
Huh.
You know, I think maybe all the inhabitants of this castle were trapped in paintings by Bowser.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong.
I don't like this man's face at
came
all.
Here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting
I'm on
life.
so much heroin right now.
It's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living?
You shouldn't do hair.
Well,
no.
Welcome to Deseto, Detective.
Hi, I'm
I hope your time here will be
Twitch.tv/arbitrary
useful.
water.
Now,
You
what can
shouldn't
I
do
do
heroin.
for you?
But why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
It's very dangerous.
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit?
Childhood
I
friend of
wish I
mine committed
could
suicide
tell
with
you,
it.
but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
I love
Anything
drinking.
brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
I'm not
I'm sure you
evil.
understand.
I'm just very sinister.
But he is crazy. And he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay. What can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
This man seems trustworthy. Chapter 2.
Was that Dr. Gray?
Yeah.
He didn't seem crazy like the painted.
He just seemed sinister.
Detective Carnby, where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place it mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Taroea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Detective, have you...
Yeah, of course.
Do you have a dark
Go talk
backstory?
to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
Any sort of lingering trauma? Anyway, I shot a bunch of plant zombies.
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily...
Thought that might be weird, but you know, it's Louisiana. What are you gonna do?
Ever been to the bayou, kid? Ever seen a
He can do it.
laganap?
So can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Ever seen a chinchilla? It's not related, but they're cute.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Room key number 6.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is Deceto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at Deceto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the 1st floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course, Cassandra Beauregard live on the 2nd floor.
Cassandra Beauregard. So anyway, Rorschach. Patient files.
A lot of audio lugs in this game.
Yeah.
For a game from 2024.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for. There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone.
It's also a modern video game because he's just telling me, yeah, no, you don't have the thing that will help you yet.
I need the key.
Thanks, David Harbour.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the
Hey,
clock.
remember when I was in a
They
Hellboy
have been
reboot?
sabotaged, and I think I know who did
We
it.
don't talk about that.
They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want...
The well and the kitchen garden, you say? Okay. Look at that. It's doing the Resident Evil. It's a bear.
I'm not gonna walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her uncle.
I need the key.
Briskly sprint. Oh, look at that. It's a shortcut.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana, Thierry Briclot, 1917. Deseto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Deseto kept a modest production of barrique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Deseto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Deseto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Deseto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legrasse of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Deseto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation.
An artist
Instead,
colony, oh no.
The house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group...
Alright. Artist colony, huh? That's video game for cult.
It's wedged shut.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ah! Oh God!
What happened? Everything's normal again? Alright.
I'm not trapped in a weird nightmare world. You're trapped in a weird nightmare world. Yeah, of course, a mummified cat.
Huh. Got it. Okay.
Alright. Use hose on hose. Just like the adventure games zombie pilots to play. I raised the water level. Detective, you're upsetting the patients with your firearms.
I need the key.
How do I get downstairs? You know what my feeling is?
Tell me.
If I was going to have a haunted plantation manor, I would simply move.
Coward.
It's too humid anyway.
This baby man.
Listen, sometimes you didn't move the bodies, you only moved the headstones. Okay?
It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one, it's broken and missing some pieces.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her.
Oh, is there another piece of the plate? We need to get a valve to turn off this steam. Now we're survival horror ring.
While Detective Comby was grateful to be back at Derceto, he was eager to test his hypothesis.
I'm afraid of talking over all this VO.
There's a lot of it. You can take the valve from the wine cellar. Okay.
I need the key.
I need the valve from the wine cellar, but yet I cannot find the key. Okay. Yeah, it straight up is doing the Resident Evil thing of telling you which rooms do not have any more items in them.
That's a good thing to take.
Yeah. It's almost like they took a lot of influence from those games. Who's to say? There's nothing else in here I can get.
So, in Rot, if you go to, if you start the game up and you go to dank stuff, there's a menu called mods and Bomber mod.
Yeah.
And they just straight up put a Bomberman clone in this game.
Yeah.
Why would they?
The lead dev literally just put a Bomberman in there because it's his...
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible.
I don't know how to play
Cassandra's
Bomberman.
upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy...
Alright. We're closing the window. Getting a Laganop. That's how you pronounce that, right?
Yes.
Laginapple? Let me take the shotgun. Let me take the shotgun.
It's wedged shut.
Let's look at this map. You prefer the Game Boy one? Yeah, the Game Boy Alone in the Dark game is, like, shockingly competent. As far as they tried to make one of those fit onto a Game Boy Color.
Is it better than Resident Evil Gaiden?
I think I did. I think I streamed it at one point. And I would say, probably. Am I gonna get Dragon's Dogma 2? Maybe. Maybe.
That sounds like a thing that you, of all people, will definitely play at some point.
Oh, yeah. There's a... Of course I am. Legally required to do so. Oh. You know, these sculptures, they kind of look like the horrific monsters I've been shooting in the head.
This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the commonplace book. Huh? Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces.
Pardon me.
Sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
I'm just very drunk.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, girl about yay high.
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. We can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked.
I've got alcoholism. I don't know if you can tell.
I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
McCarthy reminded Detective Conby of an old barfly he used to know. He detested him. There was no getting around it. McCarthy, if it...
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, I believe I did set it to the, don't give me obvious hints.
Everything's back to normal here.
And I feel like this game is... Oh, Emily's here.
Emily's here. Emily's here.
What could that mean? Can you imagine living in, like, the bayou before air conditioning?
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people still do.
Yeah. How do they do it?
How do they live?
How do they live, these other people? These people of the bog.
How eccentric.
I did it. I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates.
Uh-oh.
I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside.
Hateful Mound is not my
What are these
favorite.
symbols. Looks like alchemy. Or star constellations.
Oh, look at this. Working mirror. Working mirror.
Not since Duke Nukem 3D.
Damn, these alien bastards are gonna pay for
Will I need to
abducting
remember
my
how to
uncle.
get them out again?
And
They
I'm
are
all
locked
out
up
of
for good
uncle.
reason.
I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then
Alright, Aquarius is number 1.
No more Terceto, and sadly, no Astarte.
Sagittarius is 11.
Those good pirates of Pontchartrain.
Capricorn is 12. Okay.
Astarte Artist Colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
So I gotta find out which of the astronomical signs.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
Time for puzzles. Okay.
Great, I might have to give up on Command and Conquer.
Yeah, some of those solo missions are real rough. Have you tried Red Alert?
No, I wanted to see if I could actually beat the first game. But there's a mission as the nod where you have to capture the only attack helicopter in the mission and then use them to make what seems to be like a dozen strafing runs and having to go back and refuel.
Yep.
In the enemy base over and over again. And as far as I can tell, there's no possible way to do that without tricking the armor that you cannot possibly beat. I looked up a video and I did the same exact thing as them, and for some reason they don't bother the helipad for the person making the video, but they do for me. So I'm done.
Yeah, you might.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, they learned how to make RTS games better.
I'll try another. What was the? Did they make Command and Conquer 2 first, or did they go right to Red Alert?
They did CNC. It was CNC, then
up.
Red Alert, then Tiberian Sun, then Red Alert 2. Okay, so Arges, Mosig.
Besides, in that first game, it doesn't really seem like there's much in the way of interesting
good
story or
ham.
anything. Yeah, it's a guy very plainly and blandly going like, Kane seems impressed. I don't know.
Yeah, but then Kane will start giving you missions.
Yeah, well, I guess I kept picking all the wrong mission types because at some point I just started only getting the ones where you don't get to make a base. I was playing on easy.
All right, Arges, Mosig, and Keith. Let's see what numbers they are.
Keith?
Yep. 294. So, if we look at this fun little astronomical thing,
a boat,
we see that it's Pisces, it's Gemini, or it's Taurus, it's Pisces, it's Taurus, and it's Libra.
Yeah, right. Command and Conquer, Covert Operations, Red Alert, Counter-Strike, Aftermath, Soul Survivor, Retaliation, Tiberian Sun. Jeez. They put out a lot of these.
Yeah, the mission packs are pretty optional.
Yeah, I just wanted more actual missions.
Pisces, Libra, Taurus.
None of that bullshit where you just start with like 7 units and they tell you to do the impossible. Those ones are fine in Blizzard games because those are like comparatively like trivially easy. But the Command and Conquer ones, it's just a lot of save scumming.
Yeah. Oh, look at me. Look at me solving puzzles. That's
yeah,
right.
Keith.
Take that, Keith.
Get fucked, Keith.
Yeah. Keith. You know, I was thinking about Keith.
Huh?
Oh, no, now I'm in the swamp.
Oh, it's like the Wizard's Tower. Lustria, question mark?
Okay. This has some fun effects.
Somewhere. What the hell is going on?
If only there was a... If it makes you feel any better, I also have never beaten the original CNC campaign.
I think if I just picked different missions, it would have been fine, but whatever ones I kept picking... I looked it up. Apparently the one I picked, if I had picked a different one, it would have been a normal mission. Totally doable.
I mean, you can select different missions from the mission select screen.
There was something in the commonplace book.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
So whenever you select it when you're actually going through the process, it doesn't let you go back and try another one.
Yeah, but you can in the menu.
I'm reloading that game. So I can skip all that nonsense, I will. I'm not interested in getting all of the behind-the-scenes footage. Any playthrough of the game is satisfactory.
Alright, let me look at this. Let me look at the commonplace book to see.
Oh, geez. This version... Okay, so... The remaster... GDI campaign, Nod campaign, covert operations, console missions.
Yeah, the missions that are only in the PS1 version of the game.
Yeah.
It's a very good remaster. Oh, I see. So, and the blood spatter. There we go.
Alright, should I conquer Gabon or Cameroon?
Let's get Cameroon.
Alright, sorry, Cameroon. We'll save
now
you from
we got
GDI influence. Oh, it's a normal mission.
Yeah.
It's a thing I actually want to do.
All right. There are always 3 numbers. Oh. This might help. This might be helpful. So is that 3, 6, and 4?
Well, you know, I will say, squishing units with your tanks, pretty good.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Less fun when they do it to you.
Oh, okay. I see. Let's see if you get something. So it's the big one has to be at 6 at the 9 o'clock. And then 4 in the medium one, like right here, and then So how's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Having fun?
No.
No.
I'm all stuffed up.
Have you tried? Get yourself some of that Sudafed.
You're weak.
That's right. Modern medicine is weak.
What I tell you with these crystals?
I have these crystals. Let me tell you about.
No, I have some Tylenol cold and flu stuff.
I'm going to assume there are not walkthroughs of this game yet. Except, apparently, for this guy who did a full game walkthrough.
Already?
Hell yeah. There are so many ad breaks in this video. This person's a monster.
Is this someone who gets games and plays through them as fast as possible and then puts them up as walkthroughs?
Alright. Yeah, it's 643. I'm doing it right, video game. Unless... Okay. Okay. Now I figured out how to read this stupid thing.
Picture in the black glass. It's showing me something.
I did it. I'm a puzzle solver.
Jeremy's room.
You're a big boy.
I'm a big boy. Anyway, let's go back through the swamp hallway. Oh, it's not a swamp. Oh! I know, this game's alright. I have yet to encounter anything I would consider 4 out of 10 territory. Fun fact, apparently the lead writer on this game was also the lead writer on at Frictional for Amnesia: The Dark Descent and Soma.
I mean, that's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm giving up on Command & Conquer again.
It's fine.
Old RTSs are bad.
Yeah. Congratulations, you've discovered the accidental thesis of our entire Sunday stream.
May 1923.
Except for when they're good.
All okay. Ready for delivery. Maintenance. Oil pump must be serviced.
StarCraft, the first good
Large
RTS.
spills unless properly forestalled.
Right.
Tuesday.
StarCraft 1 was the 90s. Like, StarCraft 2 wasn't until like 2008.
Close to broken. Wednesday.
Warcraft 2.
Prospectors
Warcraft.
reluctantly agreed to show the burial mound to Mr. Hotwood, a painter, who read about our finds in the papers.
So my head's not working
Means to
quite as
return
well as it
tomorrow
usually
and
is.
Try to find a way inside. Thursday. Mr. Hotwood's efforts delayed. workers seemed nervous
Let's
about
say
his
when was
presence.
Age of Empires 2?
Hardwood promised not to.
98, I think.
Yeah, Age of Empires 2
99.
was 99.
99? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it wasn't until the late 90s, for the most part, that people started to figure out that genre. But yeah, these early examples are dog shit. I'd rather play the original Warcraft than Command & Conquer.
Okay.
I have played that game through to completion, both campaigns.
I'm proud of you.
Well, they're asking less of you. They understood that, like, you don't have a lot of control over what's happening. Like, it didn't have right-click functionality or anything. So they didn't expect the world of you. You still in the bayou?
Yeah, now we're in
locked.
This haunted oil rig.
Put on this power glove. Fight your brother. Is that the best moment in a Resident Evil?
No.
It's up there. There are some bits in a Village that I think are amazing.
Big lady.
The big lady is not why that game is good. People on the internet being performatively horny.
Just said big lady.
Just said big lady.
Big lady?
They don't. There's something in the water, you know? It's weird. Some of the good stuff.
Alright, what if instead I played more times City of the Damned?
It's based on a board game. I know that much.
Oh boy. How do you guys feel about video games based on board games?
I'm done with them for a while.
Alright, but what if this one was about Warhammer's Sodom?
Yeah, the haunted ruined city that everyone seems to want to fight over.
It's like Malcion in Bretonia.
Yep.
It's bad, but good.
All right, we got a bridge lever. Who could be out there? I'm happy that other developers are giving this kind of game a shot that are not Bloober Team. Oh no! Oh god! It's those things from Dead Space. So, this game's definitely doing, let's say, a hub and spoke model of world design, right? Where it seems like I'm gonna be in the creepy plantation house solving puzzles, and then whenever the game wants me to do action stuff, I'm gonna get teleported to the other verse. And I think that's going to be the structure of this game. That is my guess. That's a ruptured disc right there. Yeah, eat rock. Yeah. Eat fire.
Okay, I know you just said that you were done with board game-based video games.
Uh-huh.
You should look up the opening cinematic to City of the Damned.
I have it. I got it in some sort of Fanatical bundle. I know that much.
It is so your shit.
Yeah.
The visuals and the near like breathless long monologue of this
Belacor, Lord of
so
Darkness.
Good. Oh, the game might be dog shit, but you should watch that.
You can here's a thing I think both of us can be accused of. We are both absolutely easy bitches when it comes to people in British accents saying the most insane things in the most dour, serious tones imaginable.
That's like at least half of the American population.
Yes.
And that's being charitable.
Yes.
Probably more like 3/4.
Boy, they sure are giving me a lot of melee weapons. Not quite sure what the game wants me to do with them.
David Harbour within a war. I haven't used one of these since college. I don't know what David Harbour is like. It's been a while since I watched Stranger Things.
People.
Oh, we watched that movie he did where he was Santa.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm happy. Thinking about that movie. Yeah, we'll take this. Wah. And this. Wah. I'm gonna say the melee combat part of this game feels like maybe the part they did not have enough time to polish. This is just my assumption. Relkin, did you see the screenshot I posted in the Discord?
Which Discord?
Just look at the Deep Listens Discord, where they accidentally gave everyone the deluxe edition content for a hot second and then immediately patched it out.
And which one is this?
For this game. It's in the video games channel.
Okay, I was gonna say there's a lot of digital there. How far back was it?
It was...
Okay, well, maybe it was one of the more recent ones, but...
Nah, it was right after I posted the... It's right before Lionheart started talking about Monster Hunter.
I'm seeing you posted a Marvel thing.
What's below the Marvel thing?
Oh, that. I just skipped over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah. What if I played the entire game with him looking like that?
Wait, you can do that?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you? Why are we looking at normal David Harbour?
Because they so in the they accidentally gave everyone the deluxe edition content, which is when I took my screenshots, and by the time I had started this back up, they had patched that out.
Aww. That'd be fun.
I can in fact pay them $2.60.
I've played a fairly considerable amount of Shadow of the Tomb Raider with old Tomb Raider 2 Lara.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to do it.
Oh, look at this stealth. Finally. You know what I need in this game? Sneaking.
I mean, Alone in the Dark is more about just blindly running past things. My experience is any indication. That or climbing the outside of crumbling hotels.
Oh, if only.
God, that game.
The game is wretched. But you cannot fault it for a lack of ideas. It has too many of them, and they're all terrible, but it has them. They all feel like ideas that should have been...
There's gotta be a way to get to the other side.
Maybe shut down beforehand. I don't know. Get him. Okay, nope. My choice was to get stun locked or get murdered.
I just realized what More Time City of the Damned is.
Yeah.
It's basically Valkyria Chronicles.
Yep.
But I'm running around as I'm Naruto running as a skater right now.
A little bit. Time to get into the competitive scene of that game.
Kill, tatapayo.
Yeah, it's a golden age of... Oh, everything's on fire. That's not... Golden age of maybe franchises that didn't need to come back but did.
Golden plated age, you mean?
Right. This and you know, tough cloth.
Yeah, come on, Carnby. Wouldn't you rather fall to your death?
Keep my hat on. Black Goat of the Woods.
That's a big thing. The weird anthropomorphic ant lion.
My dude, you were trudging through like ankle-high water. Don't start panting.
It's the hateful mound Jeremy talked about in his book.
The hateful mound. This is gonna be a boss fight. Am I gonna have to fight the thing which lives in the hateful mound?
Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just a detective trying to find something called Tarawea.
You're after Jeremy too? Why?
I'm working for his niece. She wants to make sure he's alright.
He might be unharmed, but far from alright. He's a curse upon Deseto.
Here we go again.
Quiet.
It's like when you die in Mario 64 and you get knocked out of the painting.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. Oh, yeah, now we can unstick these doors.
Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is in itself divine. Even the slightest movement of our hand is evidence of our soul in motion. Yet our free will is so easily overwhelmed by the dullness of everyday life. Our actions become rote and rigid, in spite of luxury and comfort. True divinity is found in the choice of leaving the stage where we all perform. People who discover this freedom unexpectedly will be struck by the terror of this revelation and become paralyzed, or worse, turn to suicide. However, if you are able to weather that storm, you will discover that there is a divine path beyond that fear. There is a chance to dismount your destiny and make something new. Something that hasn't been planned for or predestined. There is difficulty in explaining this type of acting, as it transcends our everyday choices. This isn't some banal decision choosing one career over the other, or even who I should marry. Leaving the stage, no matter how, isn't a matter of course correction. It's a rejection of the story that the creator is telling.
Raziel, we are all doomed to repeat the story the creator is telling us. Do you not see that? Cain, I reject your story.
Your Raziel's better than your Cain.
Raziel.
You don't get down there enough.
No, I can't.
There's also a certain, like...
It worked.
And yeah, how to probably say visceral nature to his speaking.
Yes.
Raziel.
Raziel.
The Barlow lens. Instructions. To double the magnification of your telescope, simply fit this Barlow lens to your
Lara Croft
instrument.
and the Guardian Light,
Then
she
operate
played it,
the
and
fine
turns out
tuners to
there's
adjust the
DLC.
distance between your lenses.
Play as
Wait,
Raziel.
this is
They put
easily done.
Cain and Raziel, and I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it was a couple bucks, and I was like, why not? That's fun.
Yeah.
Better than playing as Lara and the guy.
Lara and man. Oh, I got all three Laganaps, and now I got the shotgun cabinet open.
What's this?
Okay, that's fun. So if I find the little collectibles, I actually unlock shit.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Detective, why are you covered in blood? wanted. Oh. Fine. Oh, my alcoholism, thank you. I'm gonna excavate this mine. Alright, which one of you sons of bitches did it? I just think it would be very funny if
it's wedged shut.
I ran around this mental hospital with a pickaxe.
Detective Carnby, how good of you to come. Let me pour you a drink.
If you can't tell, I'm a flapper.
What happened here? This place looks like it was hit by a bomb.
Welcome to the madhouse, Detective.
Thanks. Did the ceiling just collapse?
I heard it was something in the attic. Something that was supposed to happen, but didn't. How that could have such consequences is beyond me. The truth is, I don't know why the room looks like this. But I bet your friend Jeremy does.
You know where I could find him?
Oh, somewhere in his past, I suppose. He keeps going on about that mysterious dark man. I think he is hiding from him. Or maybe
I think
he's with
he
him.
is upset about
I
the
can't
segregation.
really keep up. I don't worry much. Take a look around this room. You may think it looks spectacularly devastated, but I just think it's finally found its stride. It fits perfectly with the state of this place and its loonies. The same goes for the nonsense with Jeremy. In my eyes, we finally managed to match the wild ride inside all of us.
Well, I'm happy you find the evening so harmonious. I hope you don't mind me setting things right. Jeremy's business, that is. This room looks beyond my capabilities.
Good luck, Detective. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. Evening, miss.
Man will never say no to a drink. Oh, look at that. I got an achievement for aiming my gun at a person. Video games really are special. Okay, so all I got from that was some text. Being like, hey, this takes place in the 30s, so it's the Depression.
Ugh. There's more of that aggressive rot.
On the commonplace of evil, there lies virtue and stark irreverence, careless thoughts of luminous indifference. But blame not the beast we once were, which science so often wished to refer. Not the wicked full of sin, it is you who stand and grin. All our good intentions aside, whereupon we build our pride. Sunless solitude, follow not this corrupting light. Prophets of confidence always crashes out of sight. Hear me, for we all bear this mark. Thus we must remain alone in the dark.
That's the name of the video game. They did it. Sitting room key, cellar key, medicine box key. Contains 2 vital vitamins. Cocaine and cocaine 2.
The sequel.
Yeah. Cocaine to the future. Cocaine 2 Furious, yeah. Something else in this room. I'm not gonna rest until I awkwardly search around and find it. No, it's fine. Alright.
There's something missing.
Yeah, the entire nation of France.
This must be that kid's...
Don't you worry, Grace. Go play your game, bleat and bellow with the others. I won't be jealous. There will be more masquerades. However, I would love it if you would finish my mask for the feast. With love, Ruth.
Why does she seem so familiar?
Is the little girl your secret daughter? Have you forgotten you have a daughter because of voodoo curses, Edward Carnby?
Huh.
It's a creepy Jack in the Box. No child would ever use this. Hey kid, got a light?
What you got there? You drawing something?
Nothing special. I'm just bored.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Yeah, my
I
daddy,
remember
ain't you?
You, Mr. Conby.
From where?
Don't touch that. Cassandra wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it at all.
Do you know where she is?
I'd rather not talk about it. It makes me upset. Besides, she'll be back after the Feast of St. John.
You think?
Yup. It's all on the page, Mr. Conby. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
All right.
I'm gonna go now, if that's okay. I don't like to stay too long in the same place. Mr. McCoffey might find me.
Hey. Is he mean to you?
Not everyone needs to be saved, Mr. Conby. You should know that by now.
Miss Beauregard, I picked up your medicine at the post office today. As you understand, it needs to be administered by the orderly.
Oh, that's convenient.
It's another one of those... So this is where Cassandra Beauregard ended up. For some reason, I thought she died years ago. There's more of that rot again. Like it's guiding me to do something. But what?
I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, I left and he left. I love a title that is immediately contradicted by the by the image the title is on. Alone in the dark, here are two people in an otherwise brightly lit image. Just mwah.
I'm back. Hello.
Well, howdy there.
Howdy.
I'm a rat ogre. Hello.
Yeah, you are.
That's what my friends call me, at least.
The rot made the shape of a snake. There must be something important to find here. Maybe it has something to do with the numbers on the labels.
Oh, you mean 257? So, Pisces, Gemini, and Leo. Hate that I'm learning astronomical symbols.
It's only bad if you start to pin personalities to them. Oh, a Libra? Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't need that in my life.
Oh, let's see what's in the WC. Nothing. So, here's how I feel about this game after playing it for 2.5 hours. I feel like it needs to go harder.
It does seem very tame.
Like, I know they're trying to do this, you know, jazzy, like, slow. They're trying to make it a little quieter than a Resident Evil, right? But I feel like they could greatly benefit from going loud a little bit.
I'm not going to walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her arm.
Just a little bit more sizzle, a little bit more. I'm trying to think of a word.
Interesting.
Yeah. What if the game had more interesting bits? Because I feel like on a basic level, I think this seems fine. it seems to play well enough. And I don't feel like the puzzles are inscrutable.
Always a good sign. Always a good thing.
Yeah. I feel like the puzzles have a decent like sense of logic to them. But I feel like this game would greatly benefit from either structuring itself more like a Resident Evil, which is to say, give me the environment and then have some sort of tension around navigating said environment. Because I know I'm not going to run into any doofuses while I'm running around solving puzzles. And so it feels a little sterile. Doesn't have that fun adventure, that fun survival horror tension stuff. Because it
yeah, it has seemed very safe. I don't think at any point I've ever looked at you and thought like, oh, you're in danger.
It doesn't silo off, because it silos off all of the combat stuff, at least thus far. It's like, okay, well, I don't need to care about ammo conservation. And also, it's like, I don't need to avoid enemies, I just need to shoot them. Forsaken crucifix. Switch. Like, you put the switch right next to the puzzle that solves it. I don't know. But yeah, I guess the word I would use to describe this game is it's dry. I don't think it's incompetent. I think this game has some vision of what it wants to do. I just think it's
My weapon broke.
I just think it could go a little bit harder.
It could be better.
It could either try to lean more heavily on the puzzle stuff, or it should actually put some more tension in the combat encounters. And you know, I will be fair here. I'm a sicko who's played too many of these, especially in the last few years.
Yeah.
And so at this point, I feel like I have maybe a slightly overtuned sense of what I want from these sorts of games.
Jeremy,
you're in too deep.
I'm in too deep.
You gotta get out.
Jeremy. Oh no.
What the hell is going on?
That's not Jeremy. It's in a bunch of eyeballs. Ah! Oh, here it is.
Where's the body?
But yeah, I think this game is dragging itself out a little bit in a way that would benefit from maybe either better puzzles or better combat. There.
So if it was just better in general?
Yeah, if the video game was better, it'd be good. If this came out in 2011, would I like it more? Maybe, but this game doesn't exist without the RE2 remake.
I mean, to be fair, Alone in the Dark has a weird history. I don't think it's ever had a real identity.
I mean, yeah, that's the big problem, right? Is
Because you go back to those original ones, and they're fucking goofy, and they're like as much like just weird action games as anything else. Then you go to the new Nightmare, and it's some like bizarre and kind of
extremely
terrible
French
RE clone, and then you look at the 2008 one, and that's a completely separate thing.
Yeah, and I don't envy anyone who
I think that them kind of just aping Capcom was the right decision, but like you said, they just didn't go far enough with it. They like it's boring, but they should have just whole hogged gone RE2 remake with this.
Just go full weirdo.
Yeah, just like don't pussyfoot around with it. Just like make the same thing. Should have made it a Mr. X equivalent. Like they, like I think they really should have gone 100% with it.
Full silly mode.
Yeah. Like, because if nothing else, maybe you'd make a good game. Even if people could say, oh, this is just like that thing. Well, fine. Turns out that thing's a pretty good one. Anyway, I'm over here just doing more time tutorials.
Yeah, you are.
I played as Skaven.
Yeah, you are. Yes, Capcom has money, and also, at this point, they have institutional knowledge.
Well, I'd say the first thing that's a problem here is I just feel like you're almost never in combat.
759. Yeah, so it's, you know...
759.
759. So it's... I do not...
This is just a weird adventure game. 759.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because, like, Alone in the Dark has, like, that historic potential of being a really good RE2 remake clone.
Yeah.
As dumb as it is just even to say that sentence. Because, like, that first game is literally just, it's a mansion. And, you know, what's
it's a
underneath
silly
the
haunted
mansion.
house.
Yeah, and you could make one of those things.
Oh no, it's 579. Okay, I see. 9 is the big one.
I gotta kill these Sisters of Sigmar.
Yes. Yes, Capcom has money and institutional knowledge.
Another room. Must be a way to another one of Jeremy's memories.
But I think this game's structure is actually a little self-defeating. Because it means I know when it's adventure game time and when it's shooty time. Right?
I knew it. I knew it would work. You're getting good at this, Carnby. Maybe a little too good at this.
I mean, arguably that's the problem with Silent Hill as a franchise as well.
Oh, yeah. I think most Silent Hill games are not particularly amazing survival horror games. Like, look at this. Look at how good the lighting is here. Like, it's that early evening, right after the sun goes down when it's still kind of light. In fairness, I feel Alan Wake 2 has the same issue. Alan Wake 2 has Moxie, though. Like, Alan Wake 2 absolutely has a similar issue where...
But it has like 39 Ys in the word style.
Yes. But, yeah, for as much as, you know, I think some parts of that game are maybe a little... either not amazing from a...
What's this?
gameplay perspective or...
Now, what do we got here? Got it.
But also, that game has FMV. And I think the actual puzzle design and gameplay stuff in that game is actually pretty good. It feels like maybe the time... I'll say it again. Alan Wake 2 feels like the realization of Remedy's narrative and game design ambitions actually working in tandem. Oh, I could have thrown a rock at him.
Jeremy sketched this chapel in his book, so it must be important. Looks like I'll need more medallions to open it, though.
I just realized I have a dog.
You didn't even need it.
Yeah.
Self-imposed hard mode.
Yeah. This is a challenge run. You know, no Carnby jumps. Which, let me tell you, Carnby jumps, one of the best speedrunning techniques.
C jumps.
Yeah. Gee, video game, do you think I should sneak? delicious. Oh, come over here. I have a present for you. Yeah. Rah! Like, I think this game's okay, but you know what the best time I've had playing an Alone in the Dark game was?
Because when you beat New Nightmare immediately?
Well, when I beat the New Nightmare in a single sitting. I mean, that's up there. No, it's the part in Alone in the Dark 2008 when I realized what that game's physics system was doing. And it's just... there's video footage of me. Just running around and bonking things with a car, with a chair. And it's delightful. That's all I want in my life. Be gone. This is called the Carnaby Cancel. So you see, you can cancel out the dodge.
You have to say something like, "Oh, this is Cecilia," you know, because it's the Carnaby Cancel.
Yeah.
CC.
Yeah.
And that's how you go further. They say this is a Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Famous song, Cecilia.
Yeah, you CC.
And then you actually take it a step further, and you name it after the person who came up with that convoluted naming scheme.
Yeah, this is the poop butt can.
Yeah.
I love speedrunning.
Yeah. They also seem like nightmare people.
Hey, you know...
You have to be, I guess.
You have to be. If you're going to become the kind of person, and I don't mean this in a derogatory fashion, to be clear.
That's going to play a game for thousands of hours.
But if you're going to play the same game over and over again, so you can beat it as quickly as possible, that's a mindset that I mostly do not share.
Yeah.
There are a couple games that I will happily... Oh, shit. Now we're partying. Got this crucifix. But yeah, it's not something I usually feel compelled to do. But respect the hell out of the people who do. It's just not something I could do. On the other hand, the fact that Mike Minotti got broken so hard by Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero that he's now just trying to beat that game as fast as possible. That's the good stuff.
Huh.
I'm going to hit things with this crucifix.
That can't.
Okay.
You're right. That can't be right.
This one's the one I've already been in.
It's blocked. That can't be right.
I did it.
Defeat the video.
Defeat the video game.
So what's been happening here? I've been here for most of your playing this, but I feel like I don't have any idea what's actually happening.
So
we're looking for Dorian Gray.
We're looking for Jeremy Hartwood. Oh, okay.
There's too many of them. I gotta get out of here.
How about that? How about that video game? Oh, the video game told me as much. Yeah, so basically we're tracking this guy down in this mental hospital, and every time I use the little amulet thing, I go to a place informed by his memories that is filled with monsters in some sort of shadowy realm. And I bet there's some occult shit going on. And also, maybe Edward Carnby also has
what do we got here?
some baggage. Maybe there's a reason why drink is the only thing that heals him. Also,
God, that's over.
I'll say this: David Harbour's doing okay. I was expecting him to phone it in more. But he's like bringing the correct energy to the
It was
the hard-nosed private eye.
Good for him.
All right.
I like somebody who's not above their work. So I have my deep love of Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Deep love.
I need to watch the movie that.
Great way to, what is it? Something
Yeah.
something massive talent. Yeah, same.
Because I also like Pedro Pascal.
It's okay.
People love him as Joel Last of Us.
John Last of Us, thank you very much.
Please don't touch her. Jeremy. What are you doing here? Everyone's looking for you.
I know, it's all a big mess. No one
Don't touch
understands.
the
I'm
corpse.
just trying to keep evil at bay.
You
Just
fucking
trying to keep
weirdo.
evil at bay, just for a little while
You've gotta come
longer.
back with me. Your niece is waiting at Derceto.
Emily? Why would you... My letter.
Oh, I also want to see
What is
Renfield.
going on, Jeremy? How is any of this happening?
I made a terrible
I made a dark promise with cosmic forces.
Who is he?
No, don't say his name. He can hear us. He's always listening.
Jeremy, I need to understand what is going on.
I promised him everything. When the sun rises, I will be chained in his sunken
Okay, let me
desert
counter that.
temple
I think
for
Nicolas Cage has
eternity.
always been on the joke.
But at least the
Have you
Greatest actor of
seen
our time.
Face Off
Desetto won't harm anyone outside
or
of that
Raising
cursed
Arizona?
You're acting crazy, Jeremy. I want to help.
place. There's nothing you can do.
Then what's all the business about Tearaway?
Nicolas Cage has always
Why do
been
you want
on
to
the
go
joke.
there?
Well, I can't go there. I'm not allowed.
But you wanted to. Can I go? Tell me, will it help me to break your pact? Is there something there that would help?
Why would you give me hope? That's so cruel.
Okay. Sounds like we're onto something here. What should I...
Look out! Behind you! Run! Don't let him take you! I've seen so many strange occurrences lately. Memories explode into existence and then burn out like tired glass bulb filaments. Dreamscapes crash down from the stars and sink into the sea. Doors that lead to nowhere and absolutely everywhere at once. With all this reverie, I want to think there's a chance that you found a way to remain alive in some way I cannot fathom. Just like I've learned to navigate with my talisman. Maybe you, with all your knowledge, you somehow knew a way to find me again, perhaps in Tearaway. Oh.
She's dead. No matter how she died, she looks peaceful now. Telescope left. Why would he lock that up?
Do you have an idea how long this game is?
No idea. It seems like reviewers were saying 8 to 10. Okay. I don't think it's that long.
It does feel like you're already pretty deep in.
Also, apparently people are into that new X-Men show. Which,
sure.
Shocking.
I mean, I really liked the original as a kid, but I have not seen it since I watched it on a VHS tape my parents recorded for me because I couldn't be there to watch it in person. In a long time.
Okay, the GameSpot review says about 15 hours for both characters. Which, for that matter, I do hope Emily's has more has maybe, like, it's not just the same thing with slightly different cutscenes.
My assumption would be that it is the same thing.
Who knows? Alright, let's see. Is there anything in the book?
More of just out of
content.
That's just how, like, game design
yeah.
is. Like, why would we make a bunch of stuff people wouldn't see when they played the game?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they would, but if they played it again, and they're like, yeah, but people don't play. Most people don't even beat the game. Why would we make stuff for people who play the game the second time?
Okay. Oh, there we go.
It's cool, but it's not worth watching if you're 30.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Because, yeah, I feel like I'm... There just hasn't been enough... There hasn't been an escalation. Nine, 4, 1. Oh, it's doing it for me!
Whoa, what's going on? It's dialing in something all on its own and it's showing the way to another memory? Where is that?
Alas, not every cartoon is going to be adult good.
That's not what the YouTube channels have taught me.
Another world seeping into...
Here we go.
See, if I had to serve a bunch of zombies a pot of soup, I think that would be a good callback. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be like the artist commune.
I'm glad to see you made it. I had my doubts, but the hope you instilled has yet abandoned me.
I guess this must be Tarawea. Who are you?
My name is Juan Luis Jorge, and this is indeed the convent of Tarawea. You'll have to excuse me, but Yermi never got your name.
The name's Edward Carnby. I'm a private investigator. You're not a patient, are you?
No. I'm the author of a book that Yermi once found important.
How does that work? Are you part of this memory as well? Is this even a memory?
I think calling me a manifestation of Yermi's subconscious would be more correct. And so is the convent of Tarawea. I'm a man Yermi has never met, and we are in a place that he has never been.
Okay. So are you here to guide me or something?
I have no more purpose than you do. I simply am. I will happily help you, of course, if I'm able.
If you are already somehow part of Jeremy, why did he want to come?
Sometimes I look back at the screen,
already?
and I swear I'm looking at L.A. Noir.
Yermi wanted to come here because it's a representation of his mind at peace. When Dr. Gray asks him to find his focus during his sessions, this far-flung convent is what Yermi imagines.
Maybe that's mean.
He is under the impression that if he could physically come here, he would reach a perfect equanimity. A spiritual,
I think the thing this game does well visually is lighting.
Yermi subconsciously knows it's just wishful thinking. He can't come here. Despite the pathways opened by the dark man between their Seto and Yermi's psyche, it's simply not possible.
But I'm here.
Indeed. It's a shame it's just another place for you, Detective. Otherwise, you could have become a Buddha.
Always a bridesmaid, never a blushing bride. Am I right?
Yes, I suppose so. You'll have to chase enlightenment elsewhere.
So what's the next best thing? What can I do here?
You should seek out the convent library and try to find the truth about Yermi's relationship with the Dark Man. It's the sort of knowledge he represses and is unable to reflect on.
Will it tell me how to break the pact?
Perhaps. At least you'll have something to confront Yermi with.
Wait, why can't you just tell me?
I don't know such things. You'd be better off consulting the text of Dr. Freud if you want such answers.
So deep.
No thanks, I hate shrinks.
There is another thing you should know about the library.
Is this Mr. Gray?
He is here
Dark
as well.
Man. Oh,
the Dark Man has been working his way through the
Are they
text
gonna
for
do a
long,
Mr. X?
long time.
He's here? How am I supposed to get past him?
Be careful, Detective.
Oh, jeez. Just perfect.
Alright. This feels like a good place to call it for today.
You gonna see this through to completion?
Yes. I paid money for it.
Alright.
And I have not made a single hard save.
I believe in an hour, a certain someone is going to definitely not stream a certain movie.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll watch that.
People like that fourth one. I personally am not a big fan of any of the sequels, but I'll watch it.
Yeah. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Is anyone... I think Rio's still streaming. Rio's finishing Persona 3.
Alright, well, see you later, man.
See ya. Let me see. Just make sure. Double check. Yeah.